Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Cookies. My name is Lindsay, and today's going to be a fabulous day because thank God it's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. And we're so glad that you're joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and your favorite podcast channels. This show is about life, leadership, positivity, tangents, coffee, cookies, of course. You got to have a little sweet this morning. So if you haven't gotten your coffee or your sweet, whatever that is for you, go ahead and grab it. We're going to take a minute. We're going to do a little intro. I'm going to actually show you who's with me on this show. Nick. Hi, Nick.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us today. Welcome. It is TGIT. Thank God it's Tuesday. Tuesday. Be like, Nick,
Tuesday's
why are you so energized? Because I didn't sleep. The kids kept me up all night. All night. I felt like,
you know that that moment when you're like, I am so sleep deprived that I'm crazy, that I'm delirious.
That's it. And then I was so here at the Fuse, they have the, plastic cups for coffee, for cold brew for Nick. And I was like, oh, they got the big cups back. So I filled it like all the way. And I'm like, I need this today. I need it. I need the caffeine. Give me the caffeine. I need the caffeine. And why I need the caffeine? Because You know, good morning, sweet wife. Good morning. She's so funny. She was like, here's the kids. And they take them away. And it was greatness. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm getting moved. I'm getting adjusted. Oh, my goodness. What's going on? Oh, the camera's moving. The gremlins are here. It's the gremlins. So we're going to get started today. I'm going to give Lindsay, I'm going to mute her. There you go. Now they can't hear you. Just for a minute. I wish I need a camera on remote so I can go like zzz, 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 and like move the camera around. It would be epic. People would love it. People would just love it. They would love it. They would. They would. They would love it. You would not. You would not. So you want to know what?
What?
Amber and I had a great conversation. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Boop.
Hi.
There we are.
I'm back.
There we are.
From
She's back.
outer space.
I don't even know the words. I just know the tune.
You and Amber had a great conversation.
We had a great conversation last night. So if you don't know, hold on. Got to move the keyboard out of the way so I can lean on the desk so I can talk to you guys because I want to talk to you. I like talking to you. I like talking. I need to do more listening, but I like talking. So Amber and I were having this conversation, and it's very interesting, and I need to put down notes on this. It's very interesting what you allow in your life, what you're listening to, how much it affects your life. Okay? So I have been listening to, and you know this, Pastor Keith, Dr. Billy Allsbrooks, Eric Thomas, and
Peterson.
And Jordan Peterson. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because I'm quoting them now. Mm-hmm. I am quoting them, and it's a whole new revelation. So yesterday I'm listening to Eric Thomas, and if you have not listened to Eric, like when I build my website, it's going to be like if you come listen to Nick, you're getting a little bit of Pastor Keith, a little bit of Dr. Billy Allsbrooks, a little bit of Eric Thomas, a little bit of Jordan Peterson, but it's Nickerized.
I just had a vision of all of their faces melded into one.
And it's Nick.
And on top is Nick's face.
Yes, I love this. But you notice who I'm honoring first. I'm honoring Pastor Keith first, okay? So with that, we were listening to Eric. I was listening to Eric Thomas, and I was telling Amber, I was like, I'm listening to him, and he was giving the story about another Nick. And this other Nick is a football coach. Mm-hmm. And anytime he meets with this other Nick, it's very awkward because this other Nick doesn't do small talk, like really struggles to do small talk. If you meet with this Nick, you're going to talk about what? Football. He lives it. He breathes it. He's number one because he lives and breathes football. Good morning, Vic. How you doing, brother? Oh, yes. I will get my Vic hug. When I see you again, I'm getting my Vic hug. Like, we should literally get him a t-shirt that says, I give hugs for free. And but on the back it says for free, be ready. So I'm listening to, I'm telling Aaron about this. I'm like, I've had close people at events and even family events go, Nick, do you ever stop talking about business? Nick, do you ever stop trying to, like, can you please just stop coaching?
You need to talk to him about Marvel or or Star Wars. That'll get him off his business topics. Yeah.
But it was, but those individuals, that stuck with me.
Okay.
Like,
Why?
I was like, man, something's wrong with me. Like, why am I always talking about business? Why am I always talking about leadership? Why am I always trying to coach people? Why am I always trying to coach kids? And really, and I'm listening to Eric Thomas. He's like, no, that's the way this coach is wired. He lives football. He breathes football. He knows football inside and out. That's his life. That's why he's the #1 coach in the NFL, because that's his life. He goes, if you want to be a motivational speaker and you want to come take the #1 spot, you better live this. You better breathe this. You better out hustle me. You better out move me. You have to do this more than just for the money. You have to do it because it's a passion. And man, I sat there and I looked back at it and I said, Amber, that's me. I love business. I love learning new strategies. I love learning new marketing tactics. I love researching. I cannot tell you how many things I have tabs saved of different things I want to go back and watch that deal with business and leadership and being better and growing in education. Growing and growing, okay? I did say that twice on purpose. And it was just like, that person tried to pull me down. I don't need a person to pull me down. I need a person to pull me up. I need to get around more people that are more business mindset to make sure that I am around more like-minded people because I want to grow. And it's interesting because one of the people that I'm talking about is a family member.
Aww.
And I think that's why it carried so much weight when they said, will you please talk about something else besides business? Will you? And here we go, right? Like, if you, even now, like, at first I was conscious about it. Now, no. I'm at exactly, Amber. God needs me who He needs me to be. Stop trying to pull me down. Hear me on this. Someone needs to hear this. Stop letting the people around you try to pull. Stop letting the people around you pull you down. Stop letting the people around you try to change you. Vic gives great hugs. If anyone tells Vic you give bad hugs, don't you do that to Vic. Don't you do it. That man is a great hugger. That's how he loves on people. You need to be reinforcing that. So then it established a new line in the concrete. I'm Nick. Here's what I like to talk about. If you don't like to talk about it, you can walk away.
I'll find somebody else that does.
I'll find someone else. I will find someone else that wants to have a better life, do better business, have better leadership, be a better husband, be a better spouse. Okay? Someone that wants to lead their family, someone that wants to lead their kids, someone that wants to be great. That is why I love being in the room with Pastor Keith. That's why I love being in the room with Pastor David. That's why I love being at Elevate Life Church, because that's a lot of the mentality that's there. Okay. Now what that means though is now because I heard it and it hit me. It's like, okay, reset my own confidence. You don't want to talk about this? This makes you uncomfortable. If you come at me with a negative, understand when I come back to you and go, you want to know what? Thank you for sharing your opinion on that. But that tells me that our friendship may not be all it's cracked up to be. Our relationship might not be all it's cracked up to be. I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to move to the next level. I'm trying to make him a multi-millionaire. Are you trying to get there? And if you're not, that's okay. But don't try to pull me back from my dreams. Don't try to pull me back from my 1% because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Because you don't feel like it's the right conversation.
Don't be a crab.
Don't be a crabby. Don't be a Krabby Patty. You know, and it's interesting because now I'm rolling as I'm speaking. I'm rolling through my Rolodex of people that have tried to, you know, instead of and here we go, Vic. You'll like this. Instead of someone reaching their hand down and trying to pull you up, It's that crab mentality.
That's why I said it.
It's someone that's trying to level up to that next level, and they're saying, "Oh no, come back down here. We don't understand business, therefore please don't talk about it. It makes us feel uncomfortable. We don't want leadership. We don't want excellence. Therefore, when you talk about it, it makes us feel uncomfortable. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, get out of my either get on the bus that I'm on and join me, or get out of my way."
So for those of you that don't know about crabs, you can put a bucket of crabs, like just a bunch of crabs in a bucket, and not put a lid on it because they won't escape, because they'll each pull each other back.
As one tries to get out, the other crabs will physically pull it back in.
Yes. So that was something that I learned. I never do that. So now it's like, you crab. Yep. You crab.
You're a crab. And what do? We eat crabs. You can be eaten.
Yep.
Yum, 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 yum,
I
yum,
love
yum. crab.
crab legs. So delicious. Really.
I almost feel like there's a whole nother level of things we could go down with that direction. But here's why I tell you this story. Okay? Who in your life is keeping you or not speaking life into you? Okay? Hear me on this. Who is currently in your life that is not speaking life into you, that is not acknowledging your 1%, that is not taking and going, you want to know what? Hey, maybe you're great at X and you're passionate about X. Let me help you develop that. Let me stand next to you, or let me be your cheerleader so you can go deliver, you can go develop and then deliver your 1%. You know, you identify, develop, and deliver, IDD, right? Where are you on that? I'm going to ask you as the audience, where are you on that? Are you identifying or are you developing, or are you deploying, right? And honestly, it's almost like it's a cycle, right? Because as you're deploying, you identify new things that you're great at. And you're constantly growing. So where are you? And then to the people that are maybe in your life, that are that negative voice, that have that crab mentality, that are keep pulling you back, you can do a
Chop
couple.
their legs off.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Don't do that. But
No. What?
it was funny.
It was funny, but I'm so like, someone's gonna take that one snippet and go chop their legs off. It's gonna be a meme. Chop their legs off.
That's gonna be a great meme.
It's gonna be a great meme. But with that, maybe not cut them out of your life, but then how do you either get them to start moving with you, or do you let them go? Not cut them out, let them go. And the reason why I say it that way is there's a difference between cutting someone out, okay, being very aggressive with it, and just, hey, we're going in two different directions now. We can still be friends.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. There's a gentleman that used to be in my life. He used to be like up there with Nolan. His name was Ben Warren. And it was me, Nolan, Ben. Ben and he was with another man that I consider maybe one of my best friends. And our lives went different directions. And I didn't cut him out of my life. But I was like, you want to know what, man? That's okay. Like, God's taking you down that direction. He's taking me down this direction. We're good. It's okay for us to step away from each other. But hear me on this. Do it honorably. Don't do it and then go backstab them and talk bad about them and put their name through the mud. Okay? I gave you that name. Ben Warren is a great guy. But we're going down two different paths. So do it honorably, especially if one of your core values is honor. What? What? Check that out. Check that out, people. Check that out. So to wrap this up, having that conversation with Amber was just very, very empowering, because she sees it. And she sees how I've allowed certain individuals in my life that are family and friends that would kind of just knock me back. And she's like she sees the greatness. Like, she's like, I married you because of this. Like, I see it. I see the direction. I love these aspects of you. Don't let other people tear you down. And now it's like, okay, because of who I'm listening to, I've changed who I'm listening to. I'm listening to Eric Thomas, Pastor Keith, Dr. Billy Allsbrooks. I'm listening to the people who are in mighty men who want me to succeed, and I want them to succeed. And because of that, now I'm changing. I listen to you. I listen to Dustin, right? I'm listening to more positive voices in my life, and therefore now it's okay. Now I can start to, oh, you want to know what? You're that negative voice. If you're going to come into my circle, you're either going to change or you're going to walk away. It's that simple now, because I am now the thermostat. I am setting the tone for the area around me.
Exactly. So I think something that I definitely struggle with, it's not negative people around me. It's the negative voices in my own head that are telling me, that are pushing me back. So it's...
Really?
Yes. Yes. So, you know, we've talked about like writing books. And this voice was like, what experience do you have to give you the authority to write that book? Right?
What?
I know.
You? No.
But it's that voice that's in your head that you have to squish. You have to take control over what's going on inside your head because you can. Why are you looking at me like that?
I love this. Like I was talking about externals. No, like seriously, like it just FYI, if you're hearing this on the podcast, this is not scripted. And if you're live with us, you know what this show is not scripted. But that was so good because I was talking about external.
Yes.
And now you're bringing it into the
There
internal.
are definitely internal things happening in your own brain that can push yourself backwards that you have to overcome.
Oh, that little voice. That little
Yes.
voice that,
And it wasn't
man.
anybody on the outside that said anything. It was just, you're not a psychologist. Why would you write on this? Why would you have the authority? Well, that's that first step to listening and not living up to your full potential.
ooh.
Like just letting that voice finish that thought of that's a great idea, but that's not for you.
So, are you a mobile hotspot? No, I love it. I love it. Are you the mobile hotspot? I love it. So hold on. Let's go down this road. So you had this negative voice go through your head that, Lindsay, I've known you for 3 years now. Is it 3 years? I've known you and Dustin for 3 years now.
No, longer than that.
Is it 4 years?
I think it's like 5 or 6.
No.
Yes, because London was a
No.
baby.
London is 6
she was-
now.
So it was 5 years. She was 1.
And a little voice hopped into your head that
Yeah.
said, you don't have the authority to write a book. Hear me on this. Okay? Okay. One, we all know, if you've watched this show, you know that Lindsay drops gold on this show, right? But two, is it your voice or is it someone else's voice?
That's the truth.
Right?
That's the
like,
truth.
Like
So
it's that voice,
you've heard
but is
it
it
so much in your past or your history, or
Uh-huh.
it's so much easier to believe the negative things than it is to believe the positive things. And it's overcoming that battle of, no, I might not have a PhD in psychology. I don't have that. That's a fact. But that doesn't mean that God can't use me in a way that is outside of my comfort zone,
absolutely.
or in a way that I would have never pictured for myself.
Absolutely.
Why are you limiting yourself from living out your potential?
Well, and who are you attracting, right? If you walked around here with a PhD, you're going to attract more people that have a PhD, right? Like, who's your audience? Your audience is going to be, I don't know, but your audience after you define it, after you define your P1 to P5,
Yeah.
right? After you define your audience and you write your book, but here we go. Right? It's so interesting because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to Jordan Peterson, and he's talking about demographics and how
Important.
and well,
It's so important to know your demographic.
well, not just
Understand it.
But, I'm almost there.
What? What? You want to talk?
I
You said you want to do more listening, Nick. Just kidding.
So he talks about the demographics and how you get stuck in your own bubble with the people that you're surrounded by and think oh, everyone lives this way. It's funny. I was talking with my brother Tommy yesterday, and we were talking about some different finance things and some different housing things and some different goals and dreams. And he's like, yeah, this dollar amount just isn't a lot of money anymore. And I said, no. That dollar amount doesn't seem like it's a lot to you anymore, because the people you're hanging around make more than that. The people that you're hanging around are more financially successful, and you're getting there. If you take that dollar amount and you go back to where you came from, you look at the people that you did life with before, to them, you are already extremely successful.
Right.
Now, hear me on this, people. Hear me on this, okay? If you heard what I just said, Tommy has changed the people that he's hanging around. Okay. He's changed the voices he's listening to. He's changed the people he's doing life with, and he's been elevating his life. The people that are in his past, are they bad people? No. Are they not successful? No, I'm not saying that. Okay. I'm saying that sometimes when you get to where you're at, when you look back, don't just judge where you're at as successful or not successful. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and look where you came from. Okay. Look in the mirror, look at where you came from. Hear me on this, okay? When you start to take that measure, and you can start to see the peaks and the valleys and the struggles and the grinds and the decisions that you made to get you to where you currently are.
Yep.
And you can start to measure that and go, oh, that's where I saw God. Oh, that was a pivotal decision. Okay? Oh, that's why I'm here where I am. Because and every guru will tell you, you are where you currently are because of the decisions you made. Okay? It's not their fault, it's your fault. And that someone's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, no, it's absolutely their fault." If you have that mentality, then you're not ready to hear what I'm about to say.
So many people just ran through my brain.
Oh, good, right? And I was one of those. I used to think, oh, it's their fault. It's their fault. No. I allowed that to happen. Here, did you hear what I just said? Hear what I just said? Now I chose. I allowed that to happen. A lot of the reasons that you're currently in the position that you're in, that you're unhappy currently with your life, is because you've allowed things to happen. You didn't man up. You didn't woman up. You did not use your voice. You did not use your body language. You did not use your confidence. And that's why you're at where you're at. Now, hear me on this, okay? Right now, this very second,
Amen,
you can
Nolan.
change that.
Yep. Amen, Nick.
There
Preach.
we go.
Amen.
Right now, this very second, you can change that. You can look at your past and go, you want to know what? I've let other people dictate my direction. But right now, I'm listening to you, Nick. I'm resonating with you, Nick. I'm hearing what you're saying, Nick. I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose. And now hear me on this, okay? Don't choose and go and react. Choose and respond. I'm going to now take charge. I'm going to sit down. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm going to take charge. I want you to take charge, but I want you to sit down. I want you to sit down and write a plan. See, people are like, oh, I'm going to take charge of my life. I listen to this great motivational speaker. I'm taking charge.
Yes.
And then you walk in the world and go,
I'm doing what I did every day. I'm going back to my default. So here's the thing. When you make that decision to change your decisions, it is going to be an uphill battle until you get a new default.
keep going.
You want to go back. You want to go back to that default. It's
so easy.
It's so easy. It's so easy to go back to your default. Because it's natural for you right now.
And it's that snuggly blanket in the morning when you know you got to get up.
And it's cold outside.
Oh, yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all know what we're talking about.
You
Y'all
know.
are visioning it. Like, I like snuggling in my blanket.
There you go. But you have to change that. And what a lot of people do is they go and they listen to these motivational speakers, whom a lot of them I love, right? Who I admire, who I look up to, who I listen to. And they say this, but at the end of the day, great, you want to make a change, but then they immediately they get up from the seminar, they get up from wherever, and they hit the real world, and it's like, boom, I'm right back into reality. Isn't that a song? Back into reality? something like that. I don't know.
I have no idea.
But if you can sit down,
We got any DJs in the comments?
right. but if you can sit down and start making a plan, this is what I love about Eric Thomas. When he does his motivational speeches, he says this. He's and not exactly this. He says a version of this, right? What are your core values? What are your goals? What is your plan? Who are you doing this for?
And
that is the difference. I'm not giving you a hype, hoorah, make you feel good, dopamine drop, we all yell together movement. It's a great. You've heard what I've said. You've resonated with what I've said. Now let's create a plan. And are you ready for this? Am I quoting Eminem? You want to know what? I think I am. I think I just did. I think I did. Nolan, I think you're right. I'm going to have to go Google that.
What was it? I'll Google it.
Boop, drop to reality. Something like
Back
that.
to reality. Yup, there goes gravity. Yup, there goes gravity.
Keep going.
I don't
Keep
know.
going.
I don't know.
Go, Lindsay. Go, Lindsay. Go, Lindsay.
Can we edit that part out? We don't.
No,
really need
we're definitely
people to-
not editing that part out. That is going to be the actual I'm going. That's the ad. That is the ad for the show moving forward.
Perfect.
When I'm telling you to make a plan, I'm wanting you to change 3 things. Okay? Not 5, not 10. I am wanting you to go. You want to know what? Nick, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. I'm going to take charge by making these next 3 decisions. Not 1, not 2, 3. And the reason for that, okay, is when if you can get to 3 changes, if you can get to 3, those are going to be your 3 hardest changes. After you've done that, they start to get easier. Get to 3.
What are those 3 changes?
That is completely on them. I'm not going to tell them what that is. I can give you the direction. I can give you the map. Okay, but it's almost like the Marauders map with Harry Potter. To every person, it's different. Okay.
Do you know what the Marauders map is?
Yeah. They can see the people that are walking around the different buildings, right? But depending on your location, it's always different.
No.
Oh, is it not? Okay,
No.
I could be wrong. I
No.
tried to quote Harry Potter and I just totally
Good try.
epic fail.
Good try.
Ba-dump.
So I'll quote Harry Potter.
So hold on.
Oh,
go ahead.
okay.
No, go ahead. Please school me on this.
In the second movie, Albus Dumbledore says it's not about what's inside of us; it's about our actions.
That's good. But can you help me with the Marauders map? I thought it was wherever you were at.
It's a map of Hogwarts.
Oh, that was it.
It's
Okay.
only a map of Hogwarts.
It's only map, and what it does is allows you to see where people are
Yes.
within Hogwarts.
Yes.
And that's how they figure out that some character that's a mouse.
Pettigrew. Peter Pettigrew.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how he's actually in there?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. So Nick did an error.
He's
and you can
trying.
call me on the comments.
He's
You can.
trying.
You can call me on the comments on that. I'm good. Why am I good with that? Well, because I'm good with it, So, but at the end of the day, please hear me on this, okay? Start taking control. I'm not asking you to control your family. I'm not asking you to control your friendships. I'm not asking you to control your social media. I'm asking you to control yourself. And I want you to start by controlling yourself, which is make 3 decisions. Make 3 decisions that you're deciding, I'm going to make these decisions. I'm not going to let this influence tell me what to do.
Yes.
I'm going to make these decisions that are going to make my life better. Okay?
Yeah. Good morning, Aaron. Thanks for joining us. So I have a practical step that people
let's
can
go.
take because we're talking about changing externals by changing your internals,
Correct.
right? So you have to change internals, which means you have to change what you're filling yourself up with.
Just go watch all of our episodes. They're all positive.
I mean, one, start with our show, but two, evaluate what kind of music are you listening to? What kind of shows are you watching? What kind of, start there. What kind of feeds are you following on social?
Right.
What are you filling yourself up with? Because that is what's going to fill up your internal voices. If you want positive voices in your head, you need to listen to positive voices. And if you're not ready to tell yourself positivity, you need to get somebody else to tell you for you.
Call me. I'll tell you you're awesome. I know you're awesome. You know you're awesome. You know you're awesome, but because of all of the weight that everyone else has put on your shoulders, you feel like the hunchback in Notre Dame, right? Like it's like a crushing. You're just rolling over now with all this weight, okay? And I seriously, like, envision this. Mm-hmm. I want to come over and say, you want to know what? This person that told you that you're not worth whatever, let's take that off your shoulders because you are worth something. Mm-hmm. This person that said you're not attractive, you are attractive. Let's take this off. Mm-hmm. Okay? This person says you're not lovable, you are lovable. Let's take this off. Okay? And let's take off this weight. Let's take off this weight so you can start to, oh man, oh, that feels good. I can stand up straight again. I can look people in the eyes. You're an amazing person. You just haven't heard it enough yet. And you're like, Nick, a lot of people are positive. No, if you actually look at the analytics, people need to hear positive. Mm-hmm. Oh, the boss is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You need to hear positive.
Yes.
And understand, if you're watching on this show or you're listening on the podcast or you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, yes, you're hearing the positive here, but don't just hear it from Lindsay and I. Go hear it from other people. Go hear from Dr. Billy Alsbrooks. Go hear from Eric Thomas. Go hear from Jordan Peterson. Go hear from it. Are you ready for this? From Pastor Keith. Okay? Get people in your life, and if you don't have people that are physically within your life, then get people digitally within your life that will help, that will start speaking positive into you. It's very interesting, okay? And I'm going to tell you an absolute story here, and I'm going to offend someone, but you need to hear this. That's actually how I started becoming positive. Do I have people in my life? Yes. That are great people, yes. But I know that I needed more positive. I needed to grow. So I need to start listening to and watching people that would speak positive. And Dr. Billy Alsbrooks will say this. I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying this because someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to hear that they're amazing. Mm-hmm. Okay? I have no doubts in my mind. At some point in time, I'm going to be speaking in schools, colleges, and on stage somewhere because I need to reach more people. They need to know that they're great, men and women. It doesn't matter what's happened in your past. Pick yourself up. Let's knock off the baggage and start today making a decision of being great.
And if you're somebody that struggles with those voices in your head that are telling you that you're not, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to record you reading or saying positivity and the things that you are and listening to it. Write out, I am positive. I am a good person. I am beautiful. I am kind. I am successful. Write out your affirmations. Get hyped up. Record yourself saying them. And then anytime you hear a voice, you play it.
Are you ready? Because
your voice needs to be the most influential one in your life.
Absolutely.
Not everybody else's.
So then after you record it, okay, you go to YouTube Music, you get a beat, you match a beat to it, and the next thing you know, you have your own little hype music track.
You're the next Dr. Billy Alsbrooks.
There you go. There you go. There you go. He actually teaches this. He teaches this, okay? He says, yes, your voice is great. Put it to music. You want to be great? Put it to music. Why? Just like in the movies, just like in church, just like wherever you go, music has an emotional impact on you.
And don't get like Dungeons and Dragons and
No,
you know,
get something
the
that makes
hype.
you happy.
Yes.
Because it's going to put some energy into your life. Oh, man. We're about to have to take all my quotes and put them to music.
Nick of Phrase is going to be a music channel.
Nick Phrase. You know, this is actually kind of, it's starting to grow on me. What's that? It's a Nick of Phrase. It's an ology. No, we don't do ologies here. We do Nick of Phrases.
We take those ologies and we Nick of Phrase them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thank you guys for joining us this morning. Hopefully, I know you guys got something good out of this. I know you did. I know you did. And so thank you guys for joining us. Okay.
So go share it.
Go share it.
Go share it.
And if you're like, Nick, I don't know if I can share it. Great, share the video. My dad does that. He goes, Nick.
I love Grandpa Gartside. He's awesome.
Actually,
What does he go, Nick? Your dad goes, Nick?
Yeah. He says, Nick. Guess what? Guess what? I shared your video today.
That's awesome.
He's like, yeah, I have these people that are in my life, and you know, I sent them your video and they watched it and they loved it.
Aw.
And I'm like, that's my dad. Right? That's what you should be as a parent, a cheerleader. Your kid's doing something great. You better cheer him on.
Yep.
Do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to hop off here. Why? Because we got some work to do. So FYI, Lindsay did not tell you this. Oh, I'll tell you tomorrow.
What
I'll
am I
tell you
not telling you?
Nope. We'll get to tell us tomorrow.
I don't even know what I'm not
I
telling
know.
you. So
I know, but we're going to tell them tomorrow. I know. Look out. Here we come. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in today. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Just have an amazing day. Just wrap up a little bit of positive. Write down your big 3 decisions that you're going to make today. Okay, no matter what, you're going to make these decisions today. And you want to know what? It's Tuesday. So where are you on your first goal? Are you almost done with it?
Start your affirmation list. Maybe that's one of your big 3. Start a list of affirmations for you. I actually have a whole book.
How many? Start with how many?
I would start with 5. For somebody that struggles.
Really?
For somebody that struggles, I would start with 5.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say start with 3.
Oh, okay. Well, more is always better.
Not
I have a whole
always.
page.
Not always. Not always. Not always. More is not always better.
So when you're in that space mentally, sometimes it takes more than 3.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but here we go. Right. This is where we come back to use the audience. Where are you at? Start with 3. If you get to 5, great. But if you get to 3, great. It's still a win. Why? Because that's that little bit of change that you are choosing to change the direction of your life. Okay?
Yep.
And that's the most important piece. We love you guys. Thank you guys for being in the comments. If you guys are watching this on the podcast, come on over to Facebook and YouTube. That's where we get these tangents, and that's where we interact with our audiences, okay?
Yep.
So you guys know,
Absolutely.
we have both chats open. If you're watching on YouTube, if you drop some comments in here, we can see it. And I guess FYI, that's the only way that we actually know that you're here, okay? Is you're commenting. If you're on Facebook, you can like and comment, okay? But for YouTube, you have to comment for us to know that you're here. We want to interact with you.
I mean, it'd be great if you hit that like button on YouTube too.
The subscribe
Just
button, you
saying.
mean?
Yeah. Well, you can like it as well.
The subscribe button, you mean?
I mean both.
Yeah, there you go. She has Facebook down now. We're cross training YouTube.
Yes. Yes. Learning so much.
Oh, you are. Get Nick's world and just buckle up, and here we go.
That's really been my life for the past 3 years.
So we love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Just have an amazing Tuesday. Make sure that you
Rise up.
crush it.
Bye,
Bye
y'all.
y'all.